Behind the scenes, the true story of Jerk TV. The story of Jerk TV. Well, it started when I was 14 years old. I had just entered high school, had no friends, until one day in gym class I met this kid named Alex. We were sitting on the bleachers, not doing a fucking thing. We weren't doing anything we were supposed to do in gym. Well, we started talking, and we hit it off. We both mentioned that we played guitar, and he asked me one day if I wanted to come over and jam with him, so I figured, yeah, why the hell not? Went over there, we jammed for a while, and we just instantly clicked. We became best friends. And it's pretty much been like that since day one. Well, one day Alex came to me and asked me if I would like to do any acting, and I told him, yeah, you know, that sounds like a really fun thing. I've always wanted to be a director when I grew up. So we just started making little shorts, little skits. It was originally just me and him doing shit that you see off of Jackass and, you know, other shit like that. And the production studio wasn't called Jerk TV. The show was called Jerk TV, because there's just a bunch of jerks on TV just fucking around.
That's when the magic happened. That's when we started doing skits, and then you know, after a while we got a few people. We got David, we got Tavi and Sarah and Gaddy and all these people to, you know, film most of the time. But it was usually just me and Brady at the beginning, and even still now, we've been in every skit, everything we've ever done.
We didn't really care. We just kept going after that. So My Best Friend's a Sleep Killer, Fixing the Computer, My Black Mistake, Game On, Hat Trick, Unkool-Aid, and the list goes on and on. And then, out of the blue, we contacted David Lacey, who we had gone to high school with, but we didn't really talk to. We contacted him and asked him if he wanted to be in a skit, and we also got Sarah Eck, and we pulled them together and we did a skit called Hats. Really stupid, really short, but people seemed to like it.
Yeah, I remember when I first met Alex and Brady, I thought they wanted to buy drugs, and I was going to sell them a lot of drugs, a lot of cocaine. Funny story about the cocaine, I'll get to that later.
They came to me and asked me if I wanted to be in a skit. Sure, what the fuck do I gotta do?
You know, we had David Lacey, we had Sarah Eck. Who was the next person we got? Patrick Tavener. He came to us, he said he was shooting videos, so we let him in.
Andy Up, I think it was the first one I was actually in. And I was super nervous that anytime I was supposed to say a line that I pretty much fucked it up.
I think my first starring role, I don't really have starring roles, because I'm just put on the back burner, but it's cool, was $20 Holla. I guess my tits were the starring role and my boots.
After that, we had Biscuit for a short while. You know, fuck it. We had Gaddy. We also had special appearances by, like, David Castor and Nick DeMarco, people that had their own production company.
We did a lot of videos. A lot of them didn't make it, whether it was because of YouTube copyright issues, or we just didn't like them, or we couldn't edit them right because, you know, we just didn't do it right. But we did a lot of videos.
Alex and I struck gold when we made a skit called Juicius Maximus, about some stupid people fighting over a stupid Sunny D. People liked it. People laughed. It was funny. And after that, we just kept hitting them and hitting them and hitting them until we finally made the best thing we've ever done, Birthday Job. We put that on YouTube and we just grew. Everybody loved it, and 3 weeks later, 100,000 views. That's a lot. And YouTube came to us and gave us an endorsement. So we started getting paid, and paid, and paid. And the money kept coming. And that's when it got to my head.
But we got really big, man. We got like Michael Jackson big. Not like 90s rape Michael Jackson, but like 80s Michael, you know? Jackets and stuff. We had merchandise. We had shirts. We made a lot of money. And then we got close to the 100th episode. Too much money, too much time, too much women, too many parties. And that's when we noticed a change in Brady.
You know, watching a friend do a line of coke off a stripper's ass, you know, it hurts.
When Behind the Scenes returns.
And then, you know, the 100th came out, and that wasn't supposed to come out, but we put it out anyways. You know, that was when everything was big and we were all, you know, rich from all this YouTube money and merchandising, and then, you know, and then I found out stuff about Brady, and, you know.
Well, the more success we had, the more demand there was for things. So then we started making merchandise, and Alex and I created our first t-shirt, and they sold fast. Well, like I said, the money just got to my head and got to my head. I started showing up late. I started yelling. I started throwing things around the set.
He once brought a gopher on set. The gopher had a chain that said, "Get money." I'm not quite sure what that was about.
One night, things got so hard for me, I asked David Lacey if I could have some drugs. That's the first time I tried coke.
Did I sell Brady drugs? Yeah, I sold him drugs. It was a tragedy.
Brady decided to be a bastard and just take all the money and spend it all on coke.
He was a crackhead. Brady Meredith was a crackhead.
I walked away. 5 months. Didn't talk to anybody.
Alex was really going through a hard time. Everybody knew that. We didn't say anything because I guess we're fucking dicks. But I didn't hear from Brady or Alex for about 5 months.
Yeah, it was tough. You know, when you base your, you know, life on this is what you're doing, you're filming, and then everything just kind of stops. You know, your best friends in the gutter, you know, everybody else is going on and filling their careers, and you just think that's it, you know, that's over, and you're not going to film again, you're not going to have that same spark if you even came back, you know, there's all these questions were floating around, and it was about 5 months, and then, you know, we decided to try again.
We picked up a camera, we got some friends, and we filmed Fantastic Adventure. And ever since then, it's been good. I'm staying clean. Everything's good. And I couldn't be more happy.
There were some tough times in JTV though. A lot of good times, but some rough times.
I'm not on coke anymore. I'm clean.
Cokehead.
Believe me, I'm not on coke anymore. I'm not on coke.
Does Brady still do coke? Yeah.
Why do these motherfuckers think I'm on coke still? You got some coke?